Okay, welcome back. For those of you who are watching on YouTube, so I don't do this that often. So what I did was for the Demon Hunter Ashes of Outland video, I clicked on Start Streaming instead of Start Recording. And so that video is uploaded on the internet, but it's uploaded on Twitch TV. So if you're watching this, I'm going to include a link in the description for this video to the Twitch TV. So if you want to watch it, you can watch it there. Because honestly, I don't want to talk for 15 minutes again about something I've already talked about that's already uploaded on the internet. So, okay, going back here. So Druid. Druid has a lot of powerful cards from previous sets. Like, obviously, if we go through here, Galakrond's Awakening, Winged Guardian, obviously insane. Descent of Dragons, you have Emerald Explorer, obviously insane, plus the Embiggen, obviously insane. Saviors of Voldoom, Bees is good, Oasis Surger is insane. You go back to Rise of Shadows, and not much. Yep, Rise of Forest, I guess you could say Forest Aid. I think Forest Aid is good. It's not really insane. Blessing of the Ancients, really good. But you can see Druid had a good last year. But in this year, again, as mentioned with Demon Hunters, you are going to need to be able to get through large taunts. Druids generally do not have good single target removals. So, and this set is really, really bad for Druid. There's like one great Druid card here, and then the rest of these cards are pretty, I want to say, mediocre or situational or focused on constructed. So let's go over the cards here. Okay, start Bogbeam. Deal 3 damage to a minion. Cost 0 if you have at least 7 mana crystals. So Arena, you're probably not going to ramp up all that much. So for the most part, it's going to be 3 mana, deal 3, which is average. And then it costs 0 if you have 7 mana crystals. At that point, the tempo from 0 mana, deal 3 is not all that useful. I mean, it's useful. What I'm saying is it's not game breaking. This is not a backstep. So this is a 3-star card, okay card. Overgrowth. Gain 2 empty mana crystals. So if you use the dormant calculations, where you have to pay, if you pay 4 mana to do nothing, you really need to get twice as much back from it. And the only turn where you're going to get twice as much mana as the initial mana where you invest is turn 4. And it's not even all that much. You're going to get like maybe 10 extra mana for this. So, and that's the problem. This is a card that's only good on turn 4. And then every other turn in the game, from turn 5 to turn 10, it's not worth it. And then at turn 10, you play this and you get 1 card draw, probably. So, yeah, this is just bad. Like, I know people are salivating over this in Constructed. In Arena, it's bad. This is 1 star. This is, and I'll even say this, it's 0 stars. Do not pick this card. Glowfly Swarm. Summon a 2/2 Glowfly for each spell in your hand. Speaking of 0-star cards, 1-star cards. This does not proc off of itself, which means to become Force of Nature, which is an average card in Arena, you need to have at least 3 spells, other spells, in your hand. So you need 4 cards in your hand, and they all need to be spells in order to become an average card. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. So this card, it's 1-star card because it might actually do something. It's borderline 0. Iron Bark. Why does Blizzard keep... I'm annoyed because it keeps on changing to most recent, and I'm not leaving the page. I'm just like going up here and searching for demons and things like that. So I'm really annoyed by that. Blizzard, get your website. You have a good website. Get it together. All right. Starting again here from low mana things. Okay. Fungal Fortunes. Draw 3 cards. Discard any minions drawn. This is Arena. Arena is based on minion versus minion combat. You are probably going to draw 3 cards and discard 3 minions. This is a 0-star card. Do not pick this card. Iron Bark. Give a minion +1/+3 and taunt. Cost 0 if you have at least 7 mana crystals. Compare this to Mark of the Wild. Mark of the Wild is an okay card. This is probably a little bit better than Mark of the Wild, especially if you put it on a big card. Again, if you have 7 mana crystals, it's not really like the tempo that you gain from it is not really all that impactful. So this is, excuse me, this is a 3-star card. Archspore Mischiefin. So 3 mana, 3/4 taunt. That's a Fierce Monkey. That was an okay card. If we look at the prime effect, 10 mana, 9/9 taunt. Choose one, a 9 mana fungal giant with taunt or rush. So you can get either 18/18 and taunt, or you can get a Dig Day and another 9/9 taunt for 10 mana. So again, prime effect is insane, game winning. Base effect is good. So this is a 5-star card. Like Fierce Monkey's a 4-star card, this is a 5-star card. Bogbeam went over. Imprisoned Satyr. Dormant for 2 turns. When this awakens, reduce the cost of a random minion in your hand by 5. So this would be 6 mana for a 3/3. Reduce a cost of random minion in your hand by 5. Dream Petal Florist was a card in Arena. 7 mana 4/4. At the end of your turn, reduce the cost of random minion in your hand by 7, which could be a repeating effect. This was used to great use in Constructed. So the problem here is that, number one, you're in Arena, so you're going to have a lot of things that cost less than 5. You're going to have a lot of things that cost 3 or 2 or even 1 with minions. So if we're assuming 6 mana, 6 mana to get a 3/3 and another 3/3 is really not all that good. That's like mediocre. Like the effect itself, we have other cards that show that this effect is not really enough to justify it. So I would say this is a 2-star card just because you can't control what it's going to hit, and it's incredibly likely that you could just hit something weak and make the effect useless. Germination. Summon a copy of Friendly Minion, give the copy taunt. Molten Reflection rears its ugly head yet again. Better than Molten Reflection because of taunt. So like that, it's a 2-star card, but yeah, not much to say. Overgrowth, talked about why it was bad. Glowfly Swarm, talked about why it was bad. Marsh Hydra. 7 mana, 7/7 rush. After this attacks, add a random 8-cost minion to your hand. So, insane card, 6-star card. I think this is better than Emerald Explorer. This might be better than Winged Guardian. Do you want to know why? Because let's take a look over here. Let's go 8. Let's get rid of Druid. Sorry, that's 9. 8. Let's go filter by minion. Okay. And let's go standard cards. So let's just take a look at all the minions. Okay. Really strong minion. Like brokenly powerful minion. Really good minion. Iron Bark is okay. Splintergraph is eh. Lucent Bark is okay. Okay, Beastmaster Lyra, okay, that's a bad one. Hexlord Malacross puts a bunch of cards in your hand, that's good. Tortuon Pilgrim, kind of fine, I guess. I don't want to say it's the best card in the world, but it'll be fine because Druids have a lot of cards that, like if you have the Forest's Aid, this would be like a great card. Mana Giant, eh. Tyrion is like the first card I thought of with this. Natalie Celine, obviously insane. Talangi is mediocre because you're not going to have cards like that. Katharina Muerte is obviously good. Nozdormu is Murazond is obviously good. S. Greymane, probably not. Captain Hooktusk, probably. I think the thing is, I think some of these, like Captain Hooktusk, she was, what's that? Yeah, so I said standard, but there's a few of these cards that are in standard that are, well, maybe current Arena cards isn't yet. Okay, this is better because Arena is already updated to, yeah, Arena is already updated to the new set, and the standard cards are still showing the old sets, which some of them are not going to be. Like Rostakon's Rumble is not going to be in the new sets. Okay, so anyways, so a couple of these I went over are not going to be in there. But anyway, so here, Alakir, great card. Walking Fountain, great card. Felor Beetrug is okay. Zeraku the Warped, great card. Enhanced Dreadlord, which you'll see later, really good card. Garrosh, great card. Tomb Warden, okay. Deathwing, insane card. Here, Twin Tyrant, Octosari, Pitcroc. Supreme Abyssal is like okay. Batterhead is okay. Gruul is okay. So you see, there on average, you're going to get probably a really powerful card from this. So yeah, it's a 7/7 brush, which would be insane by itself. I would say that's better. Like again, comparing directly to an Emerald Explorer. It's better than 6/8, a 7 mana 7/7 brush is better than a 6 mana 4/8 taunt. And it did that again. Why do you keep doing that? The random 8-drop, I would argue, is as good as a Discovered Dragon. Because why discover a Twin Tyrant when you can get a random Twin Tyrant off of this? And remember, this is after this attacks. So this can attack multiple things. And if it does, you pretty much just win the game off there. So yeah, obviously insane card. This is 6-star card very easily. And finally, Ysel Windsinger. So 9 mana, your spells cost 1. To justify this thing, it needs to live. Because if you do like this plus Starfire, then your basic that's an average card for what you would want for 10 mana. This plus the Forest Aid, maybe, but this needs to live, and it's not going to live, so I don't think this is a card you want. So I would say that this is probably what I have it here. Yeah, 1 stars. Alright, so that's Druid. Druid, yeah, their cards kind of suck. Like, they got one really powerful card here, but they've got a couple of just like average cards, and then other cards that they aren't going to do that well. So Druid is my pick for the last class, number 9, in Arena after the new expansion. Okay, after this I'm going to go next class on list, and that is Hunter. So I will see you then.